Hello and welcome everyone. This is Yaniman bringing you another Fleet Ops audio commentary. Today I get the pleasure of bringing you a 1 versus 1 on Duel II. We have HalFala as the white Borg starting up here in the top, and his opponent for this evening is Clintstat with the red Dominion. Now, we can see that Clintstat is going immediately into a double construction yard Dominion build. So this boy is looking to get right out the starting gates and start pressuring his opponent. HalFala is going for the very standard initial build order for the Borg, because he's going to set up his conduction matrix, followed by a pair of probably 4 resource assimilators. And we should be seeing that queued up here shortly. Clintstat getting his scout just a wee bit too close, going to find himself in a bit of a pickle there with some very damaged scout here. And HalFala all over that. Going to try to like sneak up on this guy, maybe get a couple kills, a couple shots on him. Going to get it, but he wants that ship, and Clintstat going to very smartly move that guy into this Chrysalid Nebula, these green nebulas, which just recharge shields like you would not believe. This guy is safe in here for as long as he wants. The Borg here, HalFala, I'm going to just kind of like hang out here for a little bit. This scout, if it is smart, is either going to run back, repair, or do something, but it needs to be careful. It's sitting on just very, very little crew and or hull, so a little bit of a well-placed shot here will get this guy taken out. But however, I have seen Dominion players move these scouts around really, really well, and just outside the range of the Borg scout. So this guy running around 50-60% shields, going to haul butt back into base and basically collect $200 as it passes go. So the Borg are going to end up chasing off this scout, and he is not going to really get to see what the Borg are going to do. So Clintstat a little bit operating in the blind here. Oddly enough, HalFala has only produced 2 resource assimilators, and looks to be putting down, I would expect this to be an uplink. Oddly enough, I was hoping that perhaps it was back here. It gives it a little bit better a protection, but maybe his placement of his conduction matrix here is not conductive to that. Borg are coming down and scouting. Going to be able to see Clintstat's early game going into S2 with bugs. So we could very possibly be seeing a S2 early. Oh, and Borg scouts got to watch out, as they are going to find themselves very much assimilated because they have no shields, and Clintstat picks up another scout, and this is going to help him a decent amount in the early game. This is really, really nice. If you're anybody and a Borg scout is knocking on your door, just steal it. The Borg player may be trying to ping you and see just how well you are, how much of a player you are. Turn back around, spit that back in his face, take a scout. So Clintstat with a nice double scout thing going on here, and hello, we have assimilators. Hello, hold on, something going on here. This is not an opti, this is an assim. Still only 2 resource assimilators. Don't know this early assim is going to go, and this will be quite interesting. Some bugs here. A single assim will strip one of those, but wow, here we have an Assim Rush versus an S2 strat. Have not seen this in play ever, really. So this is going to be a little bit exciting. I'm excited to see what HalFala is, if this Assim is going to be able to pull it off. I'm curious if this is a DPS Assim or if this is a assimilator Assim. I would bet that it's an Assim. Oddly enough, it does look like he is trying to move his resource assimilator over here to build him up some Tritanium. This is going to be a resource. I'm sorry, this is going to be an assimilator. This would be the auto assim, and I am very suspect that this guy is double and a torp. So yeah, torp assimilator looking to make its way across the map. The only problem is this guy's a little bit slow. It's not as slow as its previous version. but it is still susceptible if it gets caught off guard. Dominion, on the meantime, Clintstat moving into an expansion over here. I'm going to set up a single resource mining operation, which is very nice. It's not very nice, but basically what it does is going to allow you to, on one space refinery, mine both of these moons at almost identical the speed that you would with 2 space refineries. In the meantime, HalFala moving on up with his assimilator, expecting that his opponent's not going to have much of anything. He will be able to strip these A-20s, these bugs, pretty easily if Clintstat is not careful. Question is, now oddly enough, let's see, this Borg here must have, I would have almost expected to see this assimilator going out. Oh, and he is tailing it, quite nice. So he is going to be aware of this guy. Question is HalFala going to pull this strat off? We're going to take a look at his resources at the moment. He is back up trying to put down some resource assimilators as he is strapped for cash at the moment. He's got a collective uplink down. And we are going to see how this goes. So this Borg scout that is Clintstat's that he managed to steal, tailing this Assim. So this is going to be no surprise. They are going to move these Clintstat, having scouted. This is the benefit of scouting, folks. Because Clintstat has the eyes on the board, he knows exactly where this assimilator is. He's going to move his 5 ships into position while these 2 mining/constructor ships are moving out of the way. Now, this is... how is this going to turn out for folks? This guy is going to end up getting stripped here at the end, so let's take a look. Oh, actually, this may turn out really well for this guy. This guy is going to end up getting caught out of position. He is going to try to steal this guy. But these S2s and these bugs are putting a lot of pressure on this guy. They have knocked that sucker down to half health already, and having wasted all of its energy, it is not going to be able to steal one of those bugs. This guy is in a load of trouble. Wow, just take a look how fast that sucker is going down, even with all of that here. A bug trying to get a little bit of this is Sim having no energy. If this guy had energy, it would have been a different game. But these S2s just pounding on that guy. This assimilator is dead, and HalFala is in a world of hurt. His auto sim rush has backfired. Clintstat with the S2s against the Borg really being the bane of that existence. And Clintstat has just a huge leg up right now. He has ships on the board. HalFala is stuck in his base with nothing, has no ships whatsoever. Looking to, having rushed that auto-assim, he is hurting. Now the question is, what is Clintstat going to do? Now this is the part where you either kind of, you got to make a decision on whether you're going to rush it, you're going to, pressure your advantage. He has a good number of ships here. He's got a total of 6 ships here. There should be another bug somewhere on the map here, right over here perhaps. No, here's an S2 out of position. A little bit of, I don't know what's going on here. Oh yeah, he's just doing a little bit of this recrewing here from a station. Oddly enough, he's got this one S2, don't know what it's doing. This is kind of a misplacement of this ship. He has scouted this, he knows the Borg have nothing. Wow, HalFala is in a world of trouble if he doesn't do something. He is going to lose, his resource nodes. Maybe in a sim, if he's, all Clintstat's got to do right now is camp the Borg. Just prevent them from gaining resources, as this could well be decisive right now. A little bit of scouting going on. Going to see this uplink. Going to know what's going on here. Going to see that there's nothing over in this general area right here. He unfortunately doesn't know what's on this backside over here at the moment, but Hal is, going to be in a world of hurt as these S2s move in, and just look at these S2s pound on this. Oh, and this resource assimilator is going to be moving into drop-offs, and that will keep it docked there forever. And that's going to allow the Dominion here to just burn this guy down. Really, at this point, I'm expecting a GG here any moment. Now, there it is. Very good. Nice. Clintstat all over this assimilator. Borg and HalFala calling the GG as Clintstat just comes in here to mop up the last bit. Love this little strat here. These S2s just tearing them up. So Borg players, beware. The S2s are on the prowl. If you're not watching, you can see that he's actually even moving in on this side to make sure that he's covered everything. HalFala having GG and just waiting on the quit here. Down goes another resource assimilator. This is a non-recoverable at all. HalFala making a gambit, losing this time, but against a different set of circumstances, that gambit might have paid off. Dominion just trying to play it cool here, trying to take out little stuff here, not getting too aggressive, not taking unnecessary losses. Really just waiting on folks to leave at this point. This S2 fleet going to be able to just move in here on this conduction matrix, going to be able to take out. Look at this. So these two S2s taking on this resource assimilator, horrible damage. Just those two are quickly burning down these resource assims. You just Borg rarely feel the pressure on their resource assimilator because they're so sturdy. But there it is. There it is. This is Yanaman signing off. I'll see you on the flip side. And don't forget to donate. Fleet Ops is free. Help keep it free by donating. Alright, folks. Signing off.